Hello and good morning. It's time to prepare. For today, for tomorrow, the adventure's out there. See, I'm more than just stocks. I'm more than just bonds. I'm annuities, insurance, all things they lean on. It's a wealth and health strategy that may help them live long. So from interest to heart rates, everything's strong. Their next chapter is waiting, an exciting new stage. All they'll have to do is turn the next page.
Imagine an ideal world where everything always goes your way. A world where every long shot hits the target. Every Hail Mary pass scores the winning touchdown. And every nervous request for dinner and a movie ends in the sweet victory of 10 glorious digits. It seems like life never offers these kinds of guarantees, especially when it comes to planning for your retirement. Fixed-indexed annuities may offer an ideal scenario. The opportunity to reach your long-term retirement goals without the risk of investing. When you purchase a fixed-indexed annuity, a portion of your annuity premium may be allocated to a fixed interest rate, while the remainder goes into an indexed allocation that offers additional growth potential. The index allocation growth is determined by the performance of an underlying index, like the S&P 500. While the annuity participates in the growth of an index, the principal is never at risk if the underlying index suffers a loss. That means your premium is protected, so you can be certain you'll have the income you need in retirement. And the potential benefits don't stop there. You may have additional options that allow for greater income potential, death benefits, and more opportunities for growth of your principal. In our ideal world, our best-laid plans never succumb to the forces beyond our control. With fixed-indexed annuities like those offered by Nationwide, that ideal world doesn't have to be a fantasy. Talk to your advisor today about how Nationwide fixed-indexed annuities can provide you the guarantees you need in retirement.
When it comes to retirement planning, there are three kinds of people. The guy who doesn't think about or plan for retirement, you don't want to be that guy. The gambler type who feels the only way to grow her money is to risk losing it all in the stock market, and the play it safe type who shudders at the thought of losing a single penny of his savings, even if it means sacrificing any opportunity for that money to grow. For years, retirement planning has been vastly limited to choices that fall on one side of the scale or the other. And so, money-savvy people tend to invest in 2, 3, 14, 50 different products in an attempt to balance the scale. But what if there was a way to capture the upside potential of a risky product and the downside protection of a secure product all in one solution? Well, hold on to your potatoes. Let's talk about IUL. Indexed Universal Life can harness the best parts of both sides of the financial seesaw. IUL is a form of permanent life insurance that, whoa, hang on. Life insurance has changed in the last 20 years. You know it as something that just pays out when you die. But these days, life insurance can actually be one of the most powerful wealth accumulating vehicles on the market. One huge benefit of IUL is the ability to harness the power of compound interest to potentially generate large amounts of non-taxable cash value within the policy. This cash value can be accessed later in life to fund a happy, healthy, non-taxable retirement. Your IUL's performance directly reflects the performance of the stock market index while implementing a 0% floor and a market cap, usually around 10%. So your cash value participates in the growth of the market up to the cap and sits safely on the sidelines when the market goes down. You forego some of the upside to alleviate all of the downside. So zero is your hero. With IUL, you won't spend a single day of your accrual making up for losses. Pretty cool, right? Well, it gets better. When designed properly, IUL can serve as a retirement vehicle based on a financial chassis of life insurance protection. And because of IRS tax code exemptions for life insurance, your cash value can create a tax-advantaged way to generate more income in retirement. That's something your 401k or IRA simply can't offer. So what might an IUL look like for you? Let's talk specifics. Larry here is in decent health, a non-smoker, and contributes $500 a month to his IUL starting at age 35. This contribution is conservatively projected to generate $500,000 of cash value by the time Larry retires at age 65. If he chooses to, Larry can turn on a non-taxable income stream from his IUL, giving him $60,000 of income per year to supplement his retirement. And the longer he waits to access this money, the larger it can grow. That death benefit is even accessible when Larry's still living if he suffers a critical, chronic, or terminal illness. So if Larry gets sick, he's covered. If he dies unexpectedly, his family is covered. And if neither of those things happen, the money Larry's paid into his IUL over the years can fund a happy, healthy, tax-advantaged retirement. Assuming Larry lives to age 90, he will have contributed a total of $186,000 into his IUL, drawn out $1.5 million in non-taxable retirement income, and still leave behind a very sizable tax-free death benefit for his heirs. The person who shared this video with you can show you what an IUL might look like for you given your specific age, health, contribution level, and retirement plans. Contact them today to get the specific numbers and see if IUL is a fit for you.
Most people can tell you how they plan to spend their retirement, but few can tell you how they plan to save for it. The reality is that the longer you wait to start, the more it will cost you. Let's say you want to have $1 million in the bank on your 65th birthday. Start working toward that goal when you're 25 and you only have to save $158.13 a month at 10% interest over the next 40 years. Put it off until you're 35 and you're looking at $442 a month. Wait another 10 years and you'll have to save $1,317 a month. At 55, that goes all the way up to $4,882 a month. And heaven forbid you wake up on your 60th birthday to the reality that you still don't have a plan in place. You'll need $12,913 a month to save to reach your goal. So don't put off saving for your retirement any longer, because as quickly as life changes, the math doesn't.
NetLaw, easy online estate planning.
Now, are you sure your father didn't leave anything written before he passed?
No, I don't think so.
This is ridiculous.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but with no plan, the government will be making many of these decisions for your mother's estate.
She would have never wanted
He had
this.
no say in the matter. Just like that.
My father wanted our home to stay in the family, not to be sold.
Doesn't that mean it's ours now?
She didn't intend for her money and things to be split up like this.
Or his business to be handled this way.
No way.
When did this thing become the way things are?
Without your will, Mom,
Without you around, Dad.
how will any of us know what you wanted and be able to prove it?
They won't. Over 60% of Americans do not have a will. And almost 90% of them do not have an up-to-date, comprehensive estate plan. Your financial future, your children's financial future, and your legacy all depend on how you preserve your estate. With more than 10,000 baby boomers reaching retirement age every day, we are now in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth our nation has ever experienced. Without a will, power of attorney, living trust, and healthcare documents like a living will and healthcare surrogate, you might be putting your family at risk. Then why do so few Americans have a will? Can you think of anyone who enjoys taking time from work or family to sit down with attorneys, read lots of paperwork, or pay a bunch of money to discuss the topic of dying? NetLaw removes the unpleasantness of death and disability planning with world-class technology that combines the nation's leading estate planning attorneys with an award-winning web-based service. Estate planning can now be done from the comfort of your own home, as easy as everything else you do online. Paperwork is a snap to complete all by yourself. It's fast. It's affordable. Access our attorney network if you should ever have more complex needs. Your documents can all be accessed anytime and updated whenever you like. If you have savings, bank accounts, or a home, you have an estate. And if you don't create a plan for it, the state will. To keep the government out of your affairs and your affairs off public record, NetLaw lets you avoid a long, drawn-out process in court known as probate. Without a written will, it doesn't matter what you've said or promised. There's no way to dictate who will care for your underage children, the age at which your children can access their trusts, who gets your home, who inherits all your accounts and belongings, what happens with your business, who will make your medical decisions. With NetLaw, you get your will, who gets your things and who will care for your kids, power of attorney, Who will pay the bills if you can't due to incompetency? Healthcare surrogate. Who will make your medical decisions if you can't? Living will. Your determination about being kept alive by machines forever. Living trust. Your family's protection from the government getting involved in your estate settlement. If you're unwilling to let the government make decisions about your inheritance and life's work, if you want to ensure who gets your most valuable things, then take charge of your future today by creating your estate plan with the affordability, simplicity, and convenience of NetLaw.
Hi, my name's Will, and I'm dead. I know it's sad, but hey, a lot of awesome people are dead. It happens, I'm fine. And while my family is a bit upset, they're not stressed. Because when I was among the land of the living, I made the incredibly smart move of signing up for Everest. If I hadn't, my family would have had to go all over town researching funeral homes and services. Dealing with high-pressure salespeople who just want to upsell them, and having to choose from a bunch of options and packages they might not even need, all while dealing with the loss of someone very special, me. That's why I chose Everest. It's a funeral concierge rolled into a life insurance plan. All you have to do is talk to one person, your Everest advisor. They ask you a few questions, learn exactly what you want and don't want, then negotiate directly with funeral homes, so you know that your family isn't getting taken advantage of. This can save you thousands of bucks. Even so, funerals aren't cheap. It can take weeks to get your life insurance payment, and funeral homes want your money now. But if you have a plan with Everest, you can get your money immediately, like as little as 2 days. That way you'll have everything you need in time. Back when I was still alive, I didn't think much about my death. It wasn't my style. But I did want my family to be taken care of, and Everest was there to do that.
Thank you, Will.
No problemo.
Wherever you are.
They can't hear me.
People are living longer these days. Life expectancy has increased 30 years in the last century. And because people are living longer, a person age 65 now has a 70% chance of needing some type of long-term care during retirement. Today, more than half of long-term care services are being provided in the home. Types of care include informal care, which is the most common and usually provided in the home by family members. Home health care provided by professional caregivers, and also adult daycare that supplements care provided by families in the home. And at some point, care may progress to options outside of the home, such as assisted living facilities and skilled nursing care. Use our personalized healthcare and long-term care cost assessment when you're retirement planning with your clients. The Nationwide Retirement Institute is here to help.
When I look at people, I always ask the question, I say, man, tell me what Nike stands for. They said, oh, Inc., that's easy, just do it. I said, tell me what Adidas stands for. Oh, Inc., that's easy, man, impossible is nothing. I said, now tell me what you stand for. When people look at you, do they think excuses? When people look at you, do they think victory? When people look at you, do they think that's a person that's gonna give me everything they got, not on some days, but on every day, and it's not gonna be predicated upon if I feel like it, because I think we all know if we only worked on the days when we felt like it, none of us would get much accomplished. I'm talking about the real level of commitment. Not the commitment that falls in line if everything goes right. I'm speaking of the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left.
See, most people, ladies and gentlemen, are stoppable. Most people, all you have to do is tell them no. All you have to do is make it inconvenient for them. All you have to do is make it difficult for them, and they'll stop. See, when you go to get your goal, don't think that all you have to do is think positive and everything's going to work out okie dokie for you. When you go to get your goal, you are sending a telegram to Murphy's Law to visit you personally.
You thought you was just gonna have a dream and a goal, and you were just gonna wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? You're gonna lose friends. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins gonna abandon you. People that you used to be like this with gonna think you bougie, don't wanna deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. If I was gonna quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you, your daddy don't want you, take your life. I got through that, so why I'm gonna quit over F on a grade? Come on. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of mentality. It built a certain type of individual. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing.
Come out to play, them warriors come out to play, them warriors come out to play, them warriors come out to play, on me, winning, whole team, winning, on three, winning, yeah, on me, winning, whole team, winning, on three, winning, boy, you know I'm from the dub. Play hard for the rock. Still got over Green Boy, young Draymond of the block. Came a long way from the bottom and I ain't far from the top. Raindrops on raindrops, I'm Klay Thompson with the shots. Don't matter where I go, I'm a rep for the team. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, still rep like Steph for the three. Got them hating on your boy like OKC to KD. Tell them run them up, we gon' turn the thunder up on them like yeah. Let go. Them warriors come out to play, 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 on me, winning, whole team, winning, on three, winning, yeah, on me, winning, whole team, winning, on three, winning, warrior for the kingdom. Name a squad that can mess with it. Tell them we too deep. Shooters coming off the bench with it. Pick a star and fire, let's get it. Make a fan, not the next critic. I make it jam so hard that I break a hand, had to go left with it. Feeling like a brand new day. New year on a brand new way. Really, I ain't even mad you hate. Say it to the brand new reign. Dynasty, modern day. Won't lose, not today. Had to go all the way. And again, all the way. Them warriors come out to play.